We now return to Let's Play Cities Skylines. Okay, so we're going to begin in filling in this little area here, and planes just shooting out of the woodwork. We're going to go ahead and start by putting down some... Well, let's just go with a brush here. Putting down some residential on this side. And, yeah, I could maybe do this one in dense residential, but I don't think I will. I think this will be sort of the little outskirts of University District. And hopefully that'll be okay. So this area here, I thought about maybe putting residential in there with commercial out on the sides. I don't think that's going to work very well given the whole noise pollution thing. So this whole chunk right here is just going to end up being commercial for basically the entire Royal Court District. Which means we're dropping students. The Sound Sucker. Relentless partying dormitories lead to the discovery of noise-canceling wallpaper. I wonder if that actually... It'd be nice if this actually had an effect on the city itself. Spaghetti effect. Some intersections are more beautiful than others. Study digs deep into the science of intersection design. What makes them pretty? Where are we at? Somehow we did 2. How did we do 2? Oh, whatever. Let's do another one. Let's make it a... I don't know. I guess we're kind of back at dissertation. 70% chance, give. Okay, where are we at? Oh yeah, water. We're gonna develop this area. We better have some water. I'm getting to you. There. Okay, so I also want to extend a residential in here and a residential in here, and we're going to need sort of a crossing area, probably right about here, I'd say. So let's go ahead and do that. We will come into a snap along the way somewhere. How about... I kind of like this a little bit further, but yeah, we'll go with this one. So extend you to, say, here. And then just something like that. Sure, why not? We will go from here. Then we'll just make some weird design on this one. That's going to cancel that out, isn't it? It is, but not disastrously. Let's maybe bend this one a little bit. Not that far. Okay, you're going to have to... You're going to have to not. Now, how do we really want this to go? It's a very awkward intersection there. What does that do for the middle there? That's pretty bad. So really, grab something there and then something there. Would it be better to maybe curve that a little bit of a round, excuse me, a round road? Or maybe on this end, round it back just a little. Too far. well, that could be better, but I think we're just gonna finesse it there. In fact, really, that whole... no, wrong tool. Let's just grab the whole thing. Well, I mean, that's a very sharp angle on that intersection, but that's okay. And just for the sake of making this a complete pathway, let's do it again. Well, it's going to look a little bit weird. In fact, we can maybe start doing... I've got to remember to try and do some walking path cut-throughs a little bit more. Not only for the visual interest, but really just for making the pedestrian walking a lot more effective. Because effective pathways will hopefully make the game decide that it wants to participate in ground foot traffic. And thereby alleviate possible problems with our traffic that will eventually be out here. My God. Would you just... Okay. Maybe a little bit more. Because we do, I mean... I don't know. I'm a little on the fence about that, connecting to the highway area, but I guess we do probably want some sort of walk path here, just so that they'll maybe come over here, walk over there. And of course they're not just walking, they're also biking and whatnot. Okay, so now let's connect this one up. Seem to have lost all demand as per usual. Now this one maybe we can do a little bit more traditionally. Let's see, if I do something like this, bring it down. Now let's take this one first. Okay, you're gonna have to be a little bit more freewheeling there. Okay, I mean this effectively does the same thing as it was doing over there. No, let's not do that one there. Let's go ahead and bring it up in this way. And it sort of creates an awkward little space there. I'd really rather not make another path, because if I was going to make another intersection, then I would just connect this one up here. Which, yeah, it could do. I think it'll be fine this way, though. I cannot expect enough traffic in this area to really snarl that, I don't think. And, of course, we will help push along our agenda of getting bikers and walkers. Okay. And, of course, we better water the place. Well, I do, unfortunately, actually, well, no, that's a lot of space to just give up. I was going to say we could make that green space, but we'd better not. So, redundant pipeline all over the place. It's fine. You grab that one. Ah, of course, just a little bit. Just a little bit out that way. Better get this stuff preemptively here. I guess we gotta do this one too. All right. So as soon as demand starts coming back, we'll maybe get in on that. So, well, before we do that, let me upgrade my road so that it is what I would actually like. We're already having a death out here. That's fantastic. That is going to drive property prices way down. And we've got fire problems. And we probably also got... well, why have we got fire problems? I've literally got a fire station right here. And it is within range, too, which is upsetting. Let's put another one down, though. Because we're going to have it connected. Probably better put a clinic out here as well. Seeing as how we have no health coverage whatsoever. Could we just maybe... oh, that'll take care of it. Yeah, alright. Now, let's... you know, I think the lights will be okay. This doesn't have automatic lights. This one does have lights. We'll have to wait and see just how bad the traffic is here, and then we can maybe make the decision to eliminate some of that. I'd rather not have housing develop on this road, if possible. Not that it actually matters, just because of, you know, a couple people coming out here to their homes on the main strip here. That's not really a big deal, I guess. Why something happened that the road is just so wobbly all over the place. Nope, that's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it either. I don't know what the heck is going on there. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess, but it does. Okay, so this industry stuff, right? I'd mentioned doing this here and developing the wharf a little bit more, but I really actually want to have some oil industry in right now. And so the way I think I'm going to connect this is I'm going to drag this 6-lane here, and that may be too much. The whole idea behind the 6-lane was just so that we would have sort of a big loop that I could send my traffic all over the place in a very speedy manner. So yeah, okay, let's just go ahead and put that in. It's probably excessive and way too many lanes. I was just thinking, you know, it comes right off the highway traffic, and if they were going to go to this end of the town, but it really, once you extend this far out, I think we have enough dispersion that we're really kind of eliminating any of the congestion there. And this, you know, if we do have congestion, we just take off the. I'm in a lot of trouble speaking again. Turn off the traffic lights. See what the hell's going on here. This is a situation here where we are having a problem with traffic flow. This may, you know what? Let's go ahead and experiment with putting this in as a 4-way stop instead. Not as drastic as a light, but maybe will help people take their turns. Of course, when you've got 3 lanes deciding to go against 3 lanes deciding to go, the AI just doesn't... you know, it's not too bad. Not too bad. It's a lot better, I think, than just having free flow, although... I don't know, they're not taking their turns. They're not taking turns very well. In fact, this is about as effective as it was just letting them go do whatever they wanted. We'll come back in a minute and see if we're having a block up. If we are having pile-ups, then we'll just kind of turn that off again. And, see, yeah... So this doesn't help. This did nothing. Okay, we'll just turn that off. Nope, nope. I know there's a roundabout tool that I think I could actually just make this a tiny roundabout without having to do the whole loop. That would actually be really helpful. Well, something here has been made worse now. I mean, look at this. What the shit is going on here? Alright, we need to be doing something else. This demand is not building up. Let's fix this road. Okay, we're gonna go with this. Put it on the grid. And drag it to about here. Try and get it to an even number. Alright. At which point, we're then going to turn it and send it right across from here, and that should give me access to that, and we will begin a little bit of the oil industry so that we can have our plastic and glass for those buildings that are currently... Alright, I went too far. Currently sitting empty and unoccupied. No doubt much to the ire of the taxpayer. Let's grab you instead. I wish you would just fucking snap. There. Alright. Bring you out to about here. Send you down. Drag you out as far as you will go. Okay. We need to have a talk. See, out to about here. Or, alternatively, let's go there, and then we can grab you and go all the way down. And that looks to be about it. And now what? Now I want this to circle round, I think. It's a fairly low bridge. We'll send this around and up and over the hill. So, if we're going to go that way, we're looking at another bridge, eventually. Or should it just be... Alternatively, a tunnel wouldn't really work. Let's come back over here and finish this. So I want this to kind of go up right in here and right through there. And then it can come down and around. Yeah, that'll get it. That'll get it. Because we really have no reason to be back here. I honestly can't see much development, especially here. Possibly forestry industry, but God, we've got so much forestry everywhere. And the amount of people that the forestry, or any industry in this game, in the DLC, takes up is just phenomenal compared to, you know, traditional industry where you've got 18 workers in there, and then this is 95. I mean, come on. You can't possibly have enough industrial demand in a city to fill up all of your industry. Let's grab you. Come out a little bit further here. That may be too much for a nice turn, so let's pull you back one more section. A little bit shorter. There we go. Angled off in that direction, and then we just go straight on through. So we go straight on through. Straight. I appreciate that whatever mod I've got on gives you the angle, but it'd be nice if it kept the angle at your pointer, not at the origin, so that you could maybe see when you drag a really long road. Well, that's interesting, and by interesting I mean, you know, it screws up the land a little bit. Actually, this would be... no, whatever. Okay. So, again, the decision here to go off on a little ramp, I guess is what we'll do. So we need this to come up, come up. Oh, that's got to be at 1. It is surprisingly smooth. I like it. So much. I like it so much, I'm going to fix it immediately. Trying to find... Ugh, yuck. What are you doing? You gotta be kidding me that it's gotta be like that. Why? What is with the land? Is it because I'm turning? Maybe we should just stick with going straight down for a minute. And then we'll give it a turn. Whatever. Okay, well, guess who gets a new connection? That actually curves nice. Almost. Yeah, it's acceptable. Yeah, that's acceptable. These bridges, however, we're going to have to, there you go, put a dividing line on the bridges. This one included. And yeah. Now, before we go too far thinking we've got a good job done here, oh, excellent. Okay. Good. They don't stick there, they stick down. Now, you'll notice, that's actually pretty serendipitous. I did not expect that. Each of these has a road right there. I was wondering what I was going to do with this little road here. I can just run it straight through, connected to all of those fishing industry buildings. Well, that'll be convenient. This hump, I don't know. The hump, actually, maybe I can use as a tunnel. So we'll get these all connected up, and then they'll tunnel up over to here. Probably not here, though. I guess that this... Let's mark this out so I actually know in the future. This will be the wharf area. Probably not going up too much of that hill, actually. That is a pretty severe hill. It's very difficult to see that, actually. So really, more like here is where we're going to put regular industry in the future. But for now, bridges everywhere. And then just a very tight, sharp turn. This is a pretty severe turn, actually, to get up into here. But we've got this obnoxious railroad coming through here that we've got to deal with. That's how we're going to deal with it. Okay, do we get any demand? Okay, we actually do have plenty of demand now. So let's continue with our spreading of populace. In fact, let me just grab you here. Let's go ahead and put him in. Alright, we're going to come back on that one. Come back and deal with what we don't actually want by rubbing it out. There we go. Now this can continue on down here some more. Yeah, let's just do it now. Let's just do it now. We'll say right about... Give me a thing here. Yeah, right about here, fine. And, let's go ahead and turn this here. There. At which point, though, I mean, really, having this 90-degree angle here, I'm not sure I actually... Yeah, whatever, it'll be fine. So we just pull one of these. Actually, I'd better wait until I decide what I'm going to do on the inside here. You, on the other hand, can develop as you wish. Right there. We'll go ahead and get us a line. That covers pretty much everything. So, you know, if we just did one right in the middle, then maybe, let's say, gets to here. Yeah, I mean, more or less. Sure. Grab you. I said, we'll go. Oh my god, stop it. Grab you. There we go. I suppose we'd probably better do a connection line there. Let's just do one here. You just snap to it. Oh my god. No, the end of this. Oh, okay, fine. You don't get one. You had your chance, and then you had to be fussy. So that is not missing anybody. That's good. We're starting to see a little bit of the commercial. Before we develop this commercial, though, I want to come back over here, and I want to finish off this neighborhood. We have a section of commercial here, and I thought about maybe putting industry here, but I don't think I can get away with that. And, oh yeah, another thing I thought about was maybe moving the golf course up in here. I think I'll do that. This driving range would actually be suitable up here, and it would provide some entertainment to this little block up here. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then whatever we put here will be the sad sacks that get pelted with the driving range balls, because no matter how high that fence is, there's going to be someone who will knock one over that fence. I know, because I lived next to a golf course, and one of the pastimes I had as a child was going and hunting golf balls that had been hit over the fence. I had a shoebox full of them once. That was fun. Okay, well, I mean, this is going to develop semi-organically. I could even just make an unnecessary connection here or to there so that we have an actual through street. This would really just, I guess, be like a frontage road almost. I wouldn't develop anything there, but it would just give us another connection. Okay, let's do that. But let's not make it one of those roads. If we're going to make it like a frontage road, then let's just do something like this. Okay, come on. That's not even the intersection. Anyway, that's the intersection. There we go. Alright, so now we just got this street that kind of goes off into nowhere. And I'm going to go ahead and grab these, and we're going to build the brush up. Now, one thing that I learned was that actually this brush works best when you bump up the brush size and the relative. Let's change the tree kind here so we get a little more variety. The relative strength of it, because that actually seems to create density. Either that, or I've managed to pick a brush that doesn't have. I think I picked a solid brush and not one of these that fades. That probably has something to do with it. I think the default is one of these that has feathering on the edge, but you want to.
Meteorologists are issuing a thunderstorm warning for the coming days. Citizens are advised to stay indoors.
And guess what that means? Fires everywhere. Also, it looks like maybe the slowness. No, I think it is. The size of the brush gives you general density. Oh good, it's out of town and hopefully not too terrible.
A thunderstorm is battering the city. Stay indoors until the storm
I also
has
did
passed.
some greenifying of the university grounds. I don't know if I got that on camera or not. It's hard to remember nowadays what I actually do off camera versus an episode. But that'll actually kind of fill in over time now with sort of the bordering of the greens. And I think that once this is done, whenever that is, oh my god. This damn campground burns down all the freaking time. Oh, speaking of, let's pause because I left the water running. Oh, no I didn't, I turned it off. So it'll fill up with the natural rain then. Anyway, as this city fills in, I think it will start to look more natural and more like an actual city when you've got sort of the centralized grid area that then branches out into the more sprawling, more evenly spaced housing areas. You know, as we fill in some of this dead space, I think it will help. The roads are a bit more wonky than I had ever thought they would be. Right, the whole reason for me doing this was to build some industry that we have a little bit of demand for. Of course, now is not the time. The area where I was going to build is currently on fire, and seeing as how it is an oil-based industry, probably not the best choice. And you know, this. I'd really hate to do one here, not because I don't think it's an okay location, but just because of water pollution that is going to inevitably arise. And that reminds me, since we're here, let's go ahead and level this a little bit, because this is going to be my future power company. No, undo that, thank you. We need to choose an elevation to build off of here. So that is not. Don't do that. Let's grab it from, say, here instead. I think that'll be slightly better. And as long as we aren't making it push out to be very awkward looking. So I think that I've mentioned my plans for this before, which is primarily going to consist of maybe doing... okay, Okay, well, I'll do something to make that not a crater. Doing something with the... like this big solar tower surrounded by other solar panels. This is a very small representation of a solar farm, seeing as how they would kind of go out, beaming into one of these towers. So I figured just maybe for the look of it, to make it look like it's a large solar farm, we'll just use that updraft tower and then surround it, and then I'm not in the right place at all. Then we'll just have way more power than we'll probably ever use. In one of my streams, I used these ocean thermal plants, and as you can see, at 480 megawatts, a couple of those would produce more power than we need, by a lot. So really, I could just ignore the whole thing and put those out there, but that wouldn't be much of an electric company. And, bear in mind that we are still trying very loosely to make this monopoly-based, monopoly-themed, I should say. So you kind of have to have that. Hey, now we're getting a little bit more demand. So with that demand, let's go ahead and finish in the neighborhood here. And I will do this one too, but first I'm going to have to put some of that pathway in. Can we trust you to make... How about with the grid? Maybe the grid will be enough. Hey, what do you know? And this will probably be more than enough demand filled in that we will never have enough commercial demand to fill in our new neighborhood down in Royal Court. Other things that I probably... Let's look here. What do we got in Central City policy? Encourage biking, okay. Education boost, and this is the workers thing. So I don't really know what neighborhood policies... This is the high-tech housing. What neighborhood policies to enact here? I know that playlist is longer than this, so it must be asking me if I want to do something here. Park and Rec boost? Maybe I should start doing that in places. Seeing as how we do actually have a reasonable amount of parks. Especially here. My god, if I did that in Old Town, land value would skyrocket. What is land value right now? Land value is already pretty good there, but my god, we'd increase that immensely. In fact, let's just go ahead and do that before I forget. Parks and Rec, there you go. And then we need to, as I saw here, we need to come in and actually enable this to be part of district. All right. Okay, well, this is proceeding apace. Next, I guess, would just be filling in a little bit more here and doing the terracing idea. Getting up to here so we can put in that castle. And maybe figuring out some sort of centerpiece for this thing. I'm not really sure what that would be. Since nothing can... I mean, I guess if I did... What's the emergency radio? Is that this? Radio coverage. So, okay, yeah, there's no coverage out here, so I can put another one of these towers. Let's do that right now, so I don't forget. Hopefully that road won't be in the way. Not the right one. Big raid... Ah, shoot. Well, I can at least put a little one in there. That's still pretty good coverage for this area. Okay, well, we'll think about what to do there. Maybe I can put a... Although putting an emergency shelter, like, right here in the middle of a big, busy off-ramp is probably not the best idea. Let's, before we go, check on the traffic. And, okay, this, whatever snafu had been happening here... Oh, I was in the wrong intersection, dang it. But this one, what is going on with this one? Oh boy, where are you? That's a free-for-all. Yep, I have no idea. And given the death wave, I'm not sure if that's just because of a bunch of people coming in that will soon be gone, and then that problem will be gone with it, or what's happening? We're not getting enough crops. How the hell are we not getting enough crops? Oh boy, we got another train snafu here. Delete. And this is all out of town traffic because I have changed the colors of the trains, so I know that orange is not local. What are you? You're a problem now. Okay, fine. Oh shoot, I picked the wrong train. Oh man. Which one? Which one is it? I gotta do all of them now because I didn't pick the lead train. I gotta delete every damned little car. Oh dear God. This is just a big, busy in and out. I wonder if any of that is coming from this. And I wouldn't know. It doesn't tell me the kind of traffic. This isn't doing anything. In fact, this appears to act just as a park rather than... Well, because it's a unique building, and unique buildings just don't even... All they do is soak up money. What a waste. And how stupid, really. Like, why not just make this part of the regular traffic and turn it into, like, a private jet thing, and then you get, like, wealthy citizens that come in and spend more money on your tourism. And this is crazy. Maybe I should really open up another passenger service here, because that's... See, I don't know, though. I mean, I assume these planes are just spawned in based upon, like, the number. Like, spreading out between terminals would not change this at all. They wouldn't decide, well, I'll land at this terminal or this terminal. Like, they're predestined to come to the terminal that they are spawned in for. So I guess you're just going to have heavy plane traffic no matter what. And speaking of traffic, holy Christmas. I'm not really sure why we've got so much walking traffic going this way. And we're seeing the tourists that it was talking about. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, time to end this one here. I'll see you next time.